Hola, 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 Buffett. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome to Dimalen Football Channel. Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel, football from the fans' perspective. We're speaking Kaizer Chiefs and we're speaking coaching position or the coaching job. We're speaking Coach Arthur Zwane. But yeah, I've been away for quite some time, so we saw the game against Marumo that we won, and we saw the game that we drew against Mamelodi Sundowns that I think we could have won, we should have won. Both the games I didn't watch them, I only watched highlights because I've been busy. I also went at home, Eastern Cape, the other things that I needed to take care of. But yeah, man, series of good performances from Kaizer Chiefs. There's a lot of improvements since Coach Arthur and Coach Dylan Shepard have, taken over the coaching, roles. But there's going this issue of coaching position at Kaizer Chiefs is going to be the topic of the day until Kaizer Chiefs, buries it and put some clarity on it. There's a lot of indications from Kaizer Chiefs management, especially Kaizer Down Jr., that Coach Arthur might take the position, and he's the candidate. I think he's the leading candidate to take the position of the head coach of Kaizer Chiefs together with Dylan Shepard. But until an official communication has been made, we'll always speak about it. We're going to speak about it. A lot of people will speak about it. There will still be a lot of rumors as to who's also linked with Kaizer Chiefs. So, man, there's a lot of divided opinions as well. A lot of people are saying Coach Arthur is not experienced enough to take over, a brand like Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs is big. There's too much pressure. There's a lot of, expectations. So Coach Arthur might not be able to handle that. Those are opinions of people, but there's also other people on the other side that are saying the guy has been there, understands what needs to be done, and the past 2 years as 2 seasons as an assistant coach, and when he had been given a very very tough responsibility to take over the club when the coach has been fired, he has actually done well. Or when the coach is not around, is not available. We know what he did when Coach Scott Baxter had COVID-19 issues when he had taken over. And there's those people who support him, there's those people who don't support him. But there's people who suggest, there's just one thing that I want to address before I get to the main topic. There's people who suggest that Kaizer Chiefs must consider coaches like Benny McCarthy, coaches like Dan Malisela, Kevin Johnson, Eric Tintler, Coach Siema, or a coach from outside. The first thing is the group of coaches that have been mentioned of the South African coaches, Benny, Kevin Johnson, Siema, and others, is the question that I want to ask is how are they senior coaches to Arthur Zwane? I doubt they are senior coaches to Arthur Zwane. Most of them either have one cup in their name, where they were head coaches, where they had responsibilities, or they went to 2 or 3 cup finals. Some have not won it, some have won it, and some have been given responsibilities, but they've actually failed, or they've been fired where they were given opportunities. And I don't see how are they so better than Arthur Zwane. Arthur Zwane coach Kaizer Chiefs MDC for so many years, produced players that we see right now, that we trust, that are actually the backbone of the team. Two, Arthur Zwane had responsibilities at Bafana level. We didn't do well Bafana, but there's huge responsibilities at Bafana, and the guy who was there, assistant coach, analyst, and has had international duty, responsibilities. Three, Arthur led Kaizer Chiefs to a CAF final. I know that it didn't begin the journey. Coach Gavin Hunt, began the journey and all that. But when Coach Arthur was brought in and was given responsibility to take us to the final, he took us to the final, to CAF Champions League final, a continental final. So yes, we lost it. We don't know what could have happened had Coach Arthur played the final and was the one in charge of the final. We know how confident players are, around him, how they are willing to fight for him. But he did take us to the final. That's another thing, another reputation, or another achievement we can speak about, that speaks to his side. And also we were in danger. If you remember, we were in danger of not qualifying for the top 8. He's actually the one who saved the top 8 for us. If we are honest, he saved the top 8 for us when Gavin Hunt was fired. So experience-wise, I don't see how is Siema better than Arthur. Benny has won cup, but other than that, exactly what is it that he's a good coach, but he's not a senior to coach Arthur. Kevin Johnson has been in the game for a long time. His history is the history of being fired and being released by clubs. So a lot of people prefer him, but I don't think he's better than Arthur. Then Dance Malisela, I think is one guy that has a very good reputation. Is going to a second final, taking squads that are nothing. He takes players that are ordinary. He makes, in fact, let's not say ordinary players that you won't think they are so talented. He makes them, express themselves. He makes them, good and big players in PSL, and he pushes the project with them. Coach Dance, that's a coach that I'm willing to listen, when people are speaking about him. But Coach Arthur, there's a lot to speak for him to support his case as being the coach of Kaizer Chiefs. I mean, there's also, examples. Coach John Maduka didn't start somewhere else. Went to Celtics, Raleigh M. Look how is he doing. Tell me, how is John Maduka a senior to Arthur, even in terms of playing football and stuff like that? They played, I think, almost in the same era. How's Siema, senior to Arthur? They played in the same era. Also, they were given, these guys given responsibilities in big clubs. Celtic's a big club. Raleigh M right now, look what he's doing with Raleigh M. Tintla was given responsibilities in big clubs. But also in Europe, there are examples, man. Xavi is given responsibility in big club. Zidane, no one starts their coaching career at the Real Madrid, but Zidane did it and won Champions League after Champions League. And you have your Lampard, you have good examples and bad examples. You have Pirlo, you have Gerrard, and many other people who are given responsibilities at a very high stage. And coaches are surviving out there. They need to be given a chance. Coach Arthur needs to be given a chance, because also he seems like he's ready for this. To be honest, the past few interviews, the guy is ready for this. He's able to handle the media. He's able to articulate what is it that is needed at Kaizer Chiefs. It looks like already is assuming that kind of position. It would be a betrayal if you don't hire him. The guy has been assistant coach for 2 years and has been loyal. The coaches have been coming and going, playing bad football, sometimes not satisfying, the management, but he would remain loyal and support them. And now it is his time. We shouldn't be, let's not be disingenuous about things. Give him a chance. He's around 40 now. I don't know, around 40 to 42 to 50. You want him to be 60, 70 to start having first coaching experience. I think that is totally unfair. Look at the series of results that we've been having. Is improving the team. We played very well against Mamelodi Sundowns. We could have beaten Mamelodi Sundowns. I think it would have boosted his name towards being the head coach of Kaizer Chiefs. And there's intensity in how we play. There's pressure. You can see that the players are also spending time with the ball, and his squad management is one thing that is so commendable. A lot of people are complaining, why did Lazarus Kambole play and all that, but they didn't complain. People didn't complain when someone was given a chance. They don't complain when many other players are given a chance. Kambole is given a chance. There's issues. Yes, Kambole came in. He didn't do good. It was against a very good opposition, Mamelodi Sundowns. But what I like about Coach Arthur is that he's willing to give people chances. He's able to bring people into the squad to make, if you want to manage a squad, make people enjoy game time, so that whenever other players are not available, you know that you have others in the bench that can come in, that won't have stage fright and stuff like that. Look at how we handled the case of Udumisani Zuma before the issue of disciplinary hearing. He was coming along so well, and that is what I like about Coach Arthur, is that he's able to bring in players and make everyone have an opportunity, so that no one complains and says, I was never given an opportunity and stuff like that. And so the issue now with appointing Coach Arthur is that we know how Kaizer Chiefs fans are, and that's where issues are going to be. The first thing is that appoint Arthur, but what you need to do is need to explain the mandate as the Kaizer Chiefs management. Don't come and say we need cups, but we need to improve the squad, but we still need cups and stuff like that. Be honest with it. We can't get cups right now. We can't get ahead of Mamelodi Sundowns. Let's not be dishonest about it. The league we can't get because we are, as far as I'm concerned, we are behind Mamelodi Sundowns. We are behind Orlando Pirates. We are behind Royal EM. We might be behind Cape Town City as it is right now. We need someone to improve Kaizer Chiefs and prove the squad value of Kaizer Chiefs. The players that are spending a lot of time on the bench, you need to improve them. You need to give the young guys a lot of experience so that the squad value, is improved. You have a lot of players in Kaizer Chiefs that are so expensive, that are playing regular time, that are very competent and confident in the game, and that is what we need right now. We need Arthur to improve the value. We need Coach Arthur to improve the football. Kaizer Chiefs has been terrible. It's been difficult to watch. We need someone to improve, and that is what he's doing. That should be clear as his mandate. Improve the value of the squad, improve the football of the team, reduce the squad age, play younger players. We don't want to see old players spending a lot of time in Kaizer Chiefs when the team is not doing well. There is no need to keep old players. You need to build for the future. I think that is the most obvious thing, and that should be part of the mandate. Another one is that make us ready for the next season, for the other season. If other coaches 2022-2023, we need to see as Kaizer Chiefs fans, as the management, and as everyone, that Kaizer Chiefs is going to be very problematic next season. We can see that this is where the coach is building towards. And if that is clear, I think there won't be any problem. If some fans are not satisfied with it, that should be their issue, but that should be made clear. The danger is that Kaizer Chiefs fans are very impatient. So what could be the issue is the Gavin Hunt case. Gavin Hunt played a lot of young players, but we lost a lot of games. And that's where the gamble is right now. There are games where you need older guys to come in and bring in some stability. But games where you play a lot of young players, you must be ready to lose games. And that's where the issue is that we are not ready to lose games. Coach Arthur must be able to do this without losing games and without easily losing games. That's the danger of having such kind of a mandate and having a coach having to lead a team from ground up. The second thing is consistency issues. That is what made us to be frustrated with Gavin Hunt. That is what made us to be frustrated with Stuart Baxter, is that the team is not consistent. You win one game, you lose one game, you draw one game, you win one game. We don't want that. We don't want our emotions played with. That is one thing that as Kaizer Chiefs fans cannot stand for. We don't want our emotions played with. The last thing the second last thing is that you must last in cup competitions. If you don't last in cup competitions, you are knocked out in the very early stages of the cup competitions, fans are not going to be happy with you. And that's what I'm scared of. That's what's going to happen to Coach Arthur if he's not careful, is that he must last in cup competitions. Look at Gallant, look at and TTM and others. They last in cup competitions. They are young, they are small teams, no reputable players and stuff like that. Some in the second division, but they last in cup competitions. That is what we want. Because cup competitions, they are open for everyone, unlike the league. And then the last thing, protect the Kaizer Chiefs' reputation, don't lose to small teams. If you are able to do that, you can last. That's one thing that I'm very sure of. But if you can't protect our reputation, we lose to Richards Bay, we lose to teams that we don't expect to lose to. That will piss us off, to be honest, that will piss us off. And before you know it, fans will be calling for his head. And those are the things that I wanted to raise. And I think there's more, man. There's more. In fact, in terms of Kaizer Chiefs, coaching Kaizer Chiefs, there's a lot of dangers. But I'd like to hear from you. What do you think about the whole debate? Do you think if we appoint Arthur, if the management appoints Arthur, is going to last the whole season? You see that coaches have not been able to last the season. Do you think it's going to succeed? And what do you think will resemble or will actually mean that we have succeeded? If Arthur is a coach, what is it that you should be judged on? That's it, okay, uzamile, is it a cup competition? Is it a top 8? Is it this and this? Is playing the young players that fans want? What is it that would represent, a success in his first career coaching in Kaizer Chiefs? Otherwise, from me, Dibale Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel, football from the fans' perspective. Good to be back. Love and peace.